Kia ora, my stormtroopers of retroactive jealousy recovery. So this is day 9. I think somebody kindly pointed out, I think 5 got missing. Maybe there was no 5 because I have numeric dyslexia, so it was bound to happen at some point or other. I was going to get mixed up with the numbering, so I'll check. I'll make sure you haven't missed out on anything. I don't think you have. I think it's just me with the numbering. So the focus of today is about how you are in relationships, because this is a big part of retroactive jealousy. So if you look at retroactive jealousy as OCD, I think that's accurate, but I think it's, I would describe it as complex OCD. There were always other things going along with it. So how you are in relationships, I think, is a really big one, and this kind of includes things like insecurity. So Zachary Stockhill, he reckons that RJ is predominantly about insecurity. And if you look at how you are in relationships, particularly, because insecurity in relationships is something that's, basically insecurity comes out more in relationships, or people are insecure in relationships, whereas maybe they're not insecure in other areas of their life. They might not be insecure in their career or hobby stuff that they do, or other aspects of life, but they can often be insecure in relationships. And insecurity in relationships often is to do with attachment style. Okay, so attachment style is something that I think would be good to focus on today. So included in the links below, or will be included in the links below when I add it in there, is one of my videos on attachment, where I do mention it's not aimed at retroactive jealousy, but I do mention retroactive jealousy and the tie in there. I'm also going to include a link to somebody else's video on that. So those two things. Okay, so what I want you to think about is, in relationship, how are you? Are you needy? Are you clingy? Do you push people away? They're the two kind of opposite sides, the needy, clingy, and the pushing people away. But sometimes we can be a strange mixture of both, which makes life very difficult and makes it very confusing for our loved ones. So see if you can identify which attachment style you are. There is a questionnaire. I'll see if I can find a link to this. I did have a link and then it kind of disappeared, and then I found it again. It's kind of I suspect it's something that the creators don't want you to access without buying their book, which is kind of fair enough. But it used to be online. Was a very good online questionnaire by a couple of people, one of whom was Dr. Amir Levine. So I'll see if I can find that. If it's not there, have a look for it. You might have better luck than me. I used to kind of regularly Google it and recommend it to people to fill that out. The downside of it is that it doesn't include disorganized attachment style, which is this will all make sense when you watch the video. But doing that questionnaire is certainly worthwhile. So think about how you are in relationships. Think about what your partner's attachment style might be. So if you're somebody that's clingy and ningy, and your partner's somebody that pushes somebody away, or pushes people away, or pushes you away, or the opposite, then there's a little dance that goes on in the relationship, which isn't good. It's a dance of neurosis, and that will make things a lot worse, really. So codependency comes into this. I think maybe we might make the next one about codependency. Codependency is linked to this as well. But let's look at attachment. So what we're looking at is how you are in relationship and how your partner is in relationship, and what kind of patterns you have now, maybe what kind of patterns you've had in the past. Maybe different relationships have been a different dynamic or a different pattern, and maybe you're a mix of different patterns and styles. Okay, so this will all make sense when you watch the video. So I'll put them in the order that I recommend you watching them in, and see how you get on. But this is big stuff, really. Attachment. There's lots and lots of evidence to back up the validity of the theories around attachment and how it affects us, how it affects future relationships, how it makes us more prone to certain conditions and certain problems. So have a look. I think you'll find it helpful, and if you can, get hold of that questionnaire, and you can get your partner to do it as well. So you can compare notes afterwards and look at how your two different styles interact between one another, what the dance is between the two. That's really good as well. So good luck with that. I hope that's helpful. And I will see you next time, well, tomorrow. And yeah, I think we'll do codependency tomorrow. So you got that one to look forward to. So, Rangimarie, see you tomorrow.